here, your revenue growth strategist, always showing you how to grow your revenue without using your labors, with of course tax and financial strategies, all that stuff built into one. So with that in mind, in this video, I wanted to come to you just very quickly to share that we are at the end of the actual tax year. Now, what that means is that you want to start preparing yourself. Really, you wanted to already be prepared, but if you're not prepared for tax season, you want to do your best to go ahead and get prepared. Why? Because there's only one or two things you can do after December 31st to actually help yourself on your taxes. So what am I saying? What I'm saying is start your records. If you're behind, catch up, okay? If you are on track, right, which I know you're doing great, you're on track, let's make sure you create those profit and loss documents. Talk to your tax professionals if you haven't already. Get with them and say, hey, can you take a look at this, review this, and make sure I'm on track for this tax season coming up. These things are so important. Why? Because when January 1st hits, it's tax season. And number one, your tax professional is going to be super busy. Not saying they're too busy for you, no, but everybody's coming into the tax office at this time. So actually, this is the perfect time for you to get your good one-on-one attention, making sure that you're up to date and you're ready. Instead of trying to plan, let me be clear, you're not trying, because try is a premature excuse just in case you don't succeed. You like that side note? Since I'm side noting right now, subscribe. Make sure you're subscribed. All right, so you're not trying, you're doing. Everybody's a doer. Here we go. But since you are doing your best to get things together, this is the time frame to do it, because your tax professional is not as busy as they will be within the next 30 days. So make sure, here we go, you do me a favor. Let's do this. I'm gonna help you, okay? Grab if you have receipts, I mean, you haven't been, on track all the way, it's okay. I'm not saying that don't do it because you got receipts. Get your receipts and start making copies of them. Okay, this is something you do. Make copies of those receipts so that you will now be able to at least make sure they're not faded. Okay, because when the receipts fade, you lost money. Second thing I tell you to do, if you don't have receipts, if you have a software, get that software and take a look and see, hey, have I been on track? Are there any months missing? So go through and do a summary page. When you do your summary, you should be able to kind of look at your records and say, hey, this month is looking good and it's a little low this month. What happened? This is so important because many of us did not travel a lot this year due to COVID. Many of those things happened. You want to make sure that you're taking the proper precautions before this tax season comes and before January 1st hits. You may need to do a couple of different things. Third thing, okay, here we go. You did the review. You got your receipts. Hold on, first, you got your receipts. Number one, you got your receipts together. If you have receipts, you made copies of them. And the second thing you did, if you have a report system or software, you looked in your software and you're reviewing your records and making sure you're okay. And the third thing, this is the good one right here. This is going to make you, if you haven't subscribed already, this is going to make you want to subscribe. This is the time of year that you may need to look at your records and say, hey, I need to give a little bit more because I'm looking a little shaky. My records and deductions are not as much right now. I may need to consider buying more of my supplies for this year instead of for next year, because I'll probably travel a little more next year, right? So that'll give me a little more expenses. I may drive a little more next year. We didn't do any of those things really this year, so we have to account for that. So I may need to buy my stock up on my supplies and business expenses. Ooh, I'm giving you good stuff right now. You stock up right now during this year so you can take the deduction this year, because next year your deductions and things will increase. Now, in the next video, I'm going to share with you some things that you can do after tax season, but right now, you have to get yourself prepared. You have to show up for your own rescue, yes you do, and get them records together, because it's tax season again. And I promise, I feel like we just finished, but at the end of the day, time is not stopping for any of us. Make sure you're prepared. Make sure you get yourself together. And if you need some assistance, you know what to do. Contact me, Candace, your revenue growth strategist, or contact our office. Our whole company is here to help you with Performance Tax Group. Oh, man, the phone number is 501-613-7423, or you can go to our website at performancetaxgroup.com. Remember, subscribe right there, and we'll see you all at the top, because the bottom is way too crowded. Thanks so much.